it's you can enjoy it without controlling it. Seriously, it's absurd. We can do with life, but we can't do much about life, if that makes sense. And I'm going to give you a key. This key is not public knowledge, obviously, but I'm going to give it to you how to live a fulfilling, successful life. And it has to do with spontaneity. So if you're not good with spontaneity and you're not going to do anything spontaneously and you're afraid to step out when you don't even see the next step, then this video is probably not for you, okay? This podcast or this vlog, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So give me some credit for that part. Okay. If you're going to live a life that is alive, meaning it's moving, breathing, and it's active, you cannot build that life within these mental constructs that are like steel boxes, that every day your routine and your weekends are routine and the places you eat are so routine that if I was a sniper, I could take you out like that because you're just box, 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 box. Start over on Monday, box, box. No, listen to what I'm going to tell you because it's going to change your life. You have to shake it up all the time. You have to do something that is off the beaten path, out of the ordinary. Break the algorithm of your own personal life. Boom. But here's the key. And this is what they won't tell you. When they tell you to go for it, just go a different direction to work. Go home a different way. Eat at a restaurant you've never eaten at. Talk to someone at work you've never talked to before. Invite someone out to dinner that you've known for a while but have never gone to dinner with them. Go to the city park. Do something that's different than what you've been doing. But here again, there is a key to this, and this is what I'm going to help you with. And it is a fine line. I get it. And a lot of you will not know how to do that. That's what this video is for. That's what I'm here for. I'm teaching you. And it's not just teaching you, I'm revealing to you. Woo! So that your mind would be open to how to enjoy your life. All right. So you got to shake it up, but you have to do it in such a way that you do not upset your homeostasis. In other words, you don't want to upset your circadian rhythm, your life within. You want it to be flowing and alive and active, but you don't want it in fight or flight all the time. So in other words, to say, you got to shake it up, and you just jump out of your car as you're going down the road. Rob said, shake it up, and you break, both your legs. Your whole life is in a turmoil because Rob said, shake it up. No, when I say shake it up or break it up or twist it or move it, do something, it's within the confines of a peaceful heart. You get it? A peaceful mind. So, for example, yesterday I had a kind of a peaceful day and some friends said, hey, we need you to help with this situation. So they come over and we looked at it and it didn't really need fixed. So we just visited for a while. Next thing you know, they said, hey, some other friends are coming by. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. I didn't have anything going on. So now all of a sudden my house is full. And they're like, we're going to eat. Come go with us. And I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't planning on going to eat, but I can do that. That's within my peaceful realm. So I said, where are we going? They go, oh, we're going to go a few towns over. Like, oh, well, I really wasn't going to go that far if we're going to eat. I thought we'd eat something local, but oh, okay. I'll go. We'll go. We'll do that. So we go, and sure enough, we get a good meal. We eat, and we had a fun time and everything. Then we're starting to leave. We get up, and I think, why don't we go to the city park? You remember I mentioned city park earlier? Because city parks are like your private playground, within reason. Don't want to upset the city's homeostasis. And so we go over to the city park. What do we do at the city park as grown adults? What do we do? Well, we went down the slide backwards. I'm talking about myself here, me. You know, I am a senior by some standards, some not. Compared to dinosaurs, I'm just a baby. But compared to babies, I'm more of a dinosaur, if that made any sense. But anyway, back to the park, going down the slide backwards, and I did some swinging. I chased the kids around, freaked some people out. Ah! You feel the energy of all that? That's right. Because, as I sat here on the porch of this treehouse, that I unashamedly will put a plug in for, that we rent on Airbnb. It's Serenity on Airbnb, Lamar, Arkansas. We had a great time. My day started, I was doing chores around the house. Next thing I know, I've got friends over and more friends over. A lot of fun, eating out, city park. You see what happened? It shifted my whole day, but not only shifted the day externally, it added vibrancy and life and freshness inside of me, so that I'm not one of those crusty old box. Matter of fact, I don't even know what this day is going to hold. There's a couple things I got to do. I've got to clean one of the other cabins. I get to do some of the stuff around here that I like to do. But before this day is over, I got a feeling one of my friends are going to call and say, hey, you want to do this? I get calls all the time. Why do I have calls like that? I'm going to answer that for you too. And this is bonus material now, because I've already told you need to break everything up, like get out of your own personal matrix and do something fun. But now I'm going to help you. This is, I said, be spontaneous without upsetting your own homeostasis or violating, we should say, your own conscience. However, I'm going to throw in this bonus material. A lot of things that happen for me and with me is with others, because I have so many friends. Yeah. You say, well, I don't have any friends. I'm going to show you in this bonus, this extra bonus area here, how to have friends. And it's pretty easy, actually. Be friendly. Right. You be friendly. Talk to people. Text people. Don't call them. Nobody wants to be called. Stop that calling stuff. Stop it right now. Text them. Say, hey, what about doing something? Well, they never text me first. You're the friend. You're the one showing yourself friendly, and then friends will come. And then you can pick and choose. Oh, maybe I'll go with these friends, maybe these friends. Personally, right now in my life, most of my friends are younger, like half my age. If that sounds weird to you, you need to get out of your little box. Break those boxes, get out and go do something with somebody twice your age or half your age. See? This last year, let me tell you right now, has been one of the greatest years of my life. And you know why? Because I've just gone out into the world like a wildflower, enjoying the wind and the sun and the rain and making new friends. Some of them would be considered a little sketchy to the box people. However, these people know how to live. And I'm not talking to anybody in particular. If some of you know me and know my friends and close friends, there you have it. Your life has just been revolutionized, not only by the sound of my voice and the movement of my hands and the tilting of my head, but also the resonating sound of the wind coming up out of my lungs and across my larynx into the microphone has shifted you to a point you're going to do something different. How do I know that? I can feel these things because I'm a seer. I'm a prophet of sorts. And I'll prophesy this to you if you'll listen to me, and this is true, that if you will apply some of this, just some of this, your life will take some twists and turns, will have you laughing uncontrollably, have you crying a few times along the way, but at the end of the day, you'll look back and say, that Rob with an R was absolutely right.